Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is a paid request from Arthur. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And Arthur wanted me to do he said it was either going to be a first time watch or a rewatch reaction to Bad Teacher, the 2011 film starring Cameron Diaz. Now, it would be a rewatch because I have seen this film before. Granted, it's been a long ass time, and I honestly was not really a fan of the movie. So I don't know if Arthur's requesting this because he is a big fan of the film, which if he is, then I don't know how much he'll get out of this commentary. Or he's not a fan. Well, I don't know. He didn't really say if he was a fan of this film or not. But yeah, I was not a fan of this film. I thought this was just a really lame version of Bad Santa. It's like, well, that worked with a guy playing a wannabe Santa, you know, with other stuff going on. What if, like, okay, we get a star who's a foul-mouthed this. So let's get a star who's a foul-mouthed that. And they both deal with little kids. So you have a guy who's dealing with kids, he's being a mall Santa. We have a lady who is a teacher, but she's a, you know, even both start with the word bad. Bad Santa, bad teacher. I mean, and I don't mind Cameron Diaz as an actress. Like I said, I don't mind her. I'm actually trying to think of what she's done lately. Is I mean, Jim Carrey's The Mask, I would say, is the big one that brought shine to her career to the point that people knew who she was. I think she's doing a film with Jamie Foxx that's supposed to be coming out soon, which I think it was the film Jamie Foxx collapsed during the making of it. I think it was that one called Back in Action, which, I mean, talk about a very lazy title. But I mean, let's get into it. I mean, I'm talking for like 2 minutes. Let's start the film. Pause at the beginning. Thank you once again, Arthur. I appreciate it, man. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. No, we're not. Okay. Let me try that again. Even the movie doesn't want to start for me. 3, 2, 1, pressing play? Question mark? Now? Okay. 4 seconds. 5, 6. Okay. And this is written by Jake Kasdan. That's the same guy that go on to direct those Jumanji films with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He did Orange County, which was alright. But, yeah. This is, again, the same guy that go on to direct those Jumanji films I'm not a fan of. To me, there's one Jumanji film, and it has Robin Williams starring in it. And then he's doing that new one, Red One, whatever. The one with The Rock that apparently he loves to pee in Voss bottles. Don't ask me why. Well, it's because it saves time, and he did it in the gym because some of his gyms didn't have bathrooms, which I'm like, what kind of gyms don't have bathrooms? But anyway, that's a whole other thing. So yeah, 2011 this came out. Actually kind of sad, because that's, God, way too long ago. 2011 seems like yesterday. Don't have the Three Stooges in there. They're too good for this. They're just showing all the different types of footage of teachers. Wholesome. A lot of old footage. from the 30s, the 50s, the 60s, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, Cameron Diaz, the first film was actually The Mask, which is a pretty decent one with Jim Carrey. The Last Supper, I did like that one. That's a very interesting film. We did this group of friends, Annabeth Gish from the later X-Files, Courtney B. Vance. This group of 5 or so friends, that one night this guy tries to kill one of them, and it's Bill Paxton. He dies, and then they just this idea of we'll bring people over and we'll judge them. If they're a good human being, they get this bottle. If they're a bad human being, they get the other bottle. We kill them and then we get rid of them and bury them. Very interesting film. Jason Alexander has a role in it. Ron Perlman has a role in it. So throughout the year, she did films like Feeling Minnesota with Keanu Reeves, My Best Friend's Wedding with Julia Roberts. There's Something About Mary was a big one. Any Given Sunday I do enjoy. Al Pacino film. Dan's in New York. Minority Report. Was she in that? It's funny, Wikipedia says how this character is a lazy, immoral, manipulative, gold-digging teacher in Chicago who curses at her students, drinks heavily, smokes marijuana, and lets her students watch movies so she can sleep through class. She plans to quit teaching and marry her wealthy fiancé, but he dumps her when his mother shows him that Elizabeth is only after his money, so she resumes her job. Do you like this song? You got another thing coming. I know a lot of people liked the film, and it was a big hit. It made over $100 million. Believe it or not. Which, I mean, this was a $20 million budgeted film, and it made $100 million in the U.S. alone. I will admit you, that got me. I'm going to suck you. And then the mom is right there. Sorry I haven't said anything for like the full 2 minutes. I'm just listening to the dialogue as it's setting up the whole situation. The guy and his mom realizing this lady, which is very hard to do this kind of film and make it where yes, she's horrible and terrible, but you can laugh and or laugh at the situation and be entertained. I think that was seen like Billy Bob Thornton. I was really entertained, even though he's being surly and grumpy. I was still rather entertained by his character, and I just think Billy Bob just is a better kind of actor to handle that kind of role. Where again you have to be surly and you have to be grumpy, but then you'd have a little twinkle in your eye. So this is Lucy Punch as Amy Swirl. She was in Enchanted, Dinner for Schmucks, 2014 film Into the Woods. So the sub has been 3 months later. She's still a teacher. They say she's bad, so what was she doing for the 3 months in between? And there's Molly Shannon. Which I'm guessing, I mean, they put makeup on her. I mean, she wasn't really known to be that big, so I would assume they gave her this makeup. There was Molly Shannon. She was on Saturday Night Live, among other stuff. Maybe that's another thing that bothered me about this film. Again, the reason I keep pausing is because I'm trying to listen to the dialogue. Because I haven't seen this film in probably. I mean, it came out 2011, but I don't know if I saw it right when it came out. It's been at least 10 years. And I'm supposed to buy that she can't find a rich guy that would just be like, yeah, she'll blow. Like, how many times do rich people, like, pay this much money for, like, hookers and all this other stuff? Go to a city, promote it, and within 24 hours, he would have, like, a dozen suitors going, yeah, you're not cleany, and you don't want to. Sure. But I'll put it this way, there's no prenup, so if you get divorced, you get no money. But as long as you suck my dick, you get the money. There'd be dozens and dozens and dozens of rich guys who would be up for having Cameron Diaz in that way, shape, or form. So again, the fact that she's having this tough of a time, it's a bit hard for me to believe. Like Bill Bob Thornton, with the way he looks and his demeanor and all that stuff, you just see. I guess also nowadays she just comes off as like Amber Heard or something. Really. She just comes off as Amber Heard. And it's like, okay, how long can you get with the hilarity of Cameron Diaz says inappropriate things, the movie? And that's the thing, like Bad Santa, you had like Billy Bob Thornton. I think made that character work a lot more. The friendship between him and the kid, and the way the kid is such a deadpan actor, made that work a lot more hilariously memorable. The supporting cast, we have people like Bernie Mac and John Ritter and some like good heavy hitters there. And the premise, like I said, the premise of this is like, again, I'm supposed to buy that she can't find a rich guy to just have for money. Bullshit. Bull. I don't buy that at all. Only in the movies. And why can't we be watching Stand Deliver instead? LDP for life. I did, what's that old phrase? Don't put a better movie in your movie. Okay, I recognize that guy. That's Jason Segel. I think he got popular with the How I Met Your Mother. That's a pretty popular show. I'm trying to think. He was in, I think, some of those Seth Rogen films like Knocked Up. The Muppets. I think that was the one he was in, The Muppets. I remember I liked him in Freaks and Geeks. I saw a few of the episodes of the TV show, and I thought he was pretty decent in that. So it gets a 45% Rotten Tomatoes. Spite of a promising concept, charmingly brazen performance by Cameron Diaz, Bad Teacher's never as funny as it should be. Well, I agree with the second part. I don't eat buff pie. Well, that's a certain phrase. Well, I'm a fan of muff pie. I'd rather be eating that now than watching this movie. It was Justin Timberlake. Fantastic. We got Justin Timberlake. mean, Justin Timberlake, I actually don't think he's the worst actor. I don't. There's a couple films I've seen him in that I thought he was okay in. What the hell was the one? Alpha Dog. He actually wasn't bad in Alpha Dog. I mean, obviously they tuned his voice, but he actually was a decent boo-boo in that Yogi Bear live-action film. Like, voice acting-wise, he actually wasn't that terrible. How lucky she is. God, I recognize that guy. I forgot what his name was. I'm supposed to care about her situation that she wants other tits. Who the hell car was that she flattened the tires? Guess we'll find out later. It's only $10,000. Nope. She said troll and he thought she said Kurt. Okay. Oh, Lean on Me, Morgan Freeman. Again. We show a better movie in our movie. The hell age is this kid? 18? You're like ready for college. What is this, a Blue's Clues version of Freddy Krueger t-shirt? Hey, Freddy Krueger met Blue's Clues. See it, guy. So when she was teaching all these years before, was she just hiding it better and she just hides it so much more poorly nowadays? The fact she's been around for this long and people haven't noticed until now that she's a bad teacher? Apparently so. Makes you wonder what the hell did she do in the previous years teaching? Dolphin Research Center. Simon what, Garfunkel? Ajax, what is he, one of the Warriors? Don't talk about your damn tie. What's she supposed to do? She's gonna steal all the money and no one's gonna wonder where that money went, I guess? Wouldn't it be like, well, it was your responsibility, so you are going to get blamed for it? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to see Cameron Diaz and Daisy Duke shorts washing and showering. It's not the worst. TT, I know you picture the temp, but unless you're tamping, calm down a bit. Watch your cop. That's okay, Chop. You didn't break enough cars. Come back. There's still more for you to break. Justin Timberlake once again. The hell you want, Miss Dora the Explorer? You always wait out of men's bathrooms? Yeah, but occupy, lady. Did you wait till I get out of the bathroom? I don't blame him. I'm as annoyed by this girl as he is. Later alligator says the what to the fly what? Yeah, get the hell out of there. So John Michael Higgins, he plays the principal. And that's where we need a big old fart sound, a big old fart crapping shitting sound for comedy. Yay. Just nothing says comedy like fart jokes. You know how much I love fart jokes. Actually, I don't. I think they're the lowest common denominator of jokes. Never found them funny. There's a Dunkin' Donuts ad. Cool runnings. So the guy who plays the principal. Sorry, I was just, guys. I'm sorry. This may be the most boring commentary people will ever listen to because I have like nothing to say about this damn movie, man. John Michael Higgins, the principal. Now I know where I recognize him. He was that doctor that was screwing over Wesley Snipes and Blade Trinity, working with the vampires. God, this is just a 5.7. I wouldn't even give it that high. Not even close. I mean, that's the thing that's tough. Like when you review a comedy or when you watch a comedy, it's either funny or not funny. I mean, on one end is the simplest thing. On the other, people ask, well, why is it not funny? I mean, humor is subjective. Obviously, there are people who find this hilarious. They get a kick out of it. Justin Timberlake is just a waif. Nothing funny or interesting about this character that he plays. Just seems like the typical boring, too nice guy. The squirrel lady is just an annoying pain in the ass. Cameron Diaz is playing bitchy. Amber Heard, bitchy. Great, they're laughing more than I have in this movie. Watch my foot when it curls across your face. If you hear that cat, apparently that cat, I guess maybe he's watching this movie too. Sorry, cat. Maybe I'll put on a better comedy later. How does he watch this? I don't know. Osmosis, maybe. Maybe cats have psychic links I don't know about. We'll find out one day. So this is another way for her to get some money for the parents to pay her a little bit extra, a little bit under the table, you know, just a little bit under the table, a little bit flim flam here, slim slam thank you ma'am, slim shady style, come on, just under the table, you know, between the thighs, under the skies, in between the titties, give a couple 50s, 50s. For new breasts, and I don't even get the idea like why she thinks new breasts is all it would take to all of a sudden make things so much better. Like you would think her plan is just to try to find more and more desperate, rich people, and that would be her search. This ongoing search to find like desperate people in the city who are rich, not breastesses. But apparently that's her plan. To me, it's a stupid ass plan. So that's to me like the plan I don't buy into. I don't like the character. I don't like the supporting characters. Again, you look at something like Bad Santa, you look at Bernie Mac, and you look at John Ritter, and even the kid. What supporting characters? Maybe Molly Shannon, but she's appeared what, 3 times? Maybe? In a span of 30 some minutes? Oh, it's funny because she's a teacher, but she's smoking drugs. Doing the drugs. It's hilarious because she cursed. It's hilarious because she sliced someone's tires. Which it probably did explain, and my mind just took a path off the reservation to realize what the hell it was about. I'm sure it did explain, and I just screwed up, but I don't want any more of you damn cookies. It will suck. Probably that one line I kind of got a chuckle, almost a chuckle out of. You know, you keep talking like that, you're gonna get punched. Like that kind of almost got a chuckle out of me. That guy, if I took my glasses off and it was like 20 years before, I would think it was like Christopher Lloyd or something. And here's Diaz and Jason Segel again. Now here's the thing, I completely missed the point of this. Her whole idea is to get new titties because she wants to have a rich person and live through him. But just now it's no, I want to deal with Justin Timberlake because she thinks he's hot. She probably thinks he's got money too, but at the same time, you're thinking, well, he's a teacher. Same. And here's I don't hate Cameron Diaz. That's the thing. Like, again, there are films of hers I don't mind. I mentioned The Mask. Charlie's Angels I don't mind. Even the Sector film I could watch, even though that's not that great of a movie, but the kind just, I don't know. Okay, the biggest last. Okay, Jason Segel, the argument he has with the kid over Jordan LeBron. Six championships. That's the only argument. That's the only argument I need, Sean. Like that was hilarious. Okay, that Jason Segel. I gotta give credit to him. He got the biggest laugh for me out of it. So that's just the lines, the debate. This is a debate that's gone on for years and years and years. It's just the way Jason Segel said it made it pretty damn funny. His delivery of those lines. Oh, okay. Again, I'm sorry I keep pausing because I keep listening to the dialogue. Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz, they do have a bit of chemistry there. I will admit that. I would say like Jason Segel so far is the MVP for me in this because he got the one like genuine laugh out of me so far. The way he plays off of Cameron Diaz seems fairly natural and cute and not too wishy-washy or sappy. No, she wants nothing to do with you, pal. Unless you're rich, you're hot, or you got a big dick. She's not going to care otherwise until we have to switch her character at the end of the movie. Speaking of bad Santa Christmas time, here is Christmas time. You got the Santa on the door to the liquor store. Is that Molly Shannon again, but as a different character, or am I losing my mind? I swear this Molly Shannon is a different character. Or maybe I'm getting confused with the different people, man. I think I am. I think the person I kept thinking is Molly Shannon is actually someone else. Shows how fucking much I think it's someone named Phyllis Smith. I swear to God, it looked like it'd be like Molly Shannon with glasses and like makeup to look herself older, like fatter. Oh my God. So now people don't watch this and it's like, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm like, yeah, I didn't know. I thought I knew. I got the stuff wrong. Just this other person I'd never heard of. I would think, okay, Molly Shannon's actually a known, has done more stuff. You would think she would get the bigger role, but no. Some lady I've really never heard much of. Oh my God. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just not feeling this film at all, man. Especially for a commentary. Like I said, I don't know why Arthur sent in this request to do this film as a commentary, because there's really not much to talk about. I'm not a fan of the film. The film, I don't think is that funny. It's not a gargantually bad film to make fun of. I just have seen like other films referenced that are much better, like streamed now. The plot is just going at such a sluggish, slow pace. She does drugs. She does see that lady. So that lady, for some reason, I thought, okay, it's Molly Shannon. If you put like makeup on her. I swear it seemed like it would be her, but no. It's I guess this Phyllis Smith. I guess it's her. Want to be Tommy Chan here. I think that's Dave Allen, I think is his name. Great, some rhinestone cowboys here. I'm gonna keep the movie playing. I might as well just take off the headphones for a while, because they ain't saying much of jazz squat that I'd give a rat's ass about, to be honest. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just not feeling this movie at all. It's one of those comedies I would just shut off or skip through, because I'm not missing much. That's why comedies are probably some of the toughest to do like commentaries on, because there's only so many times you say repeatedly it's not. You don't think it's funny. I know I gotta put it back on because I actually gotta hear what they have to say. Just feel like this movie's just going around in circles and not really going anywhere. It's just moments of her being a bad teacher, moments of Jason Segel. She wants Justin Timberlake. I don't think there's anything 100% proven that he's rich. I just other just being like an innocent and his looks, I guess. You know, it seemed like at the beginning she was gung ho about trying to find a wealthy person. I guess, hey, Justin Timberlake, he was an NSYNC, so we gotta have him sing some type of song here. Yeah. Like the idea of a rat's ass about it. This lady told me you were a lesbo. I guess you gotta go get some Pepto-Bismol. Because I'm gonna run you over with a limo. Or suffocate you with a pillow. So hello, hello, hello. Is there any assholes out there? How many chins does this lady have? Is it 2 or 3 or 4? Diaz, stop driving like a dumbass. Stop driving like a kumquat. Stop breaking, you stupid biatch. You're gonna get your titties in the road. 'Cause I'm gonna throw your ass through that windshield. And then I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna take the mask and all the semen from the Mary that there was something about. I'm gonna say, hey, baby. I said, hey. What's up with that kid's hair? It's like now a 4-head or a 5-head. It's a holy shit. So all of a sudden now she wants to be a great teacher to suck up to Justin Timberlake or whatever. Go back to the movies. Well, to be fair, I mean, the reason she's doing this is because about the test scores, and they get like a $5,000 bonus or something. So that's why she's doing this. She's gonna hope that her class gets the highest test scores to get the over $5,000. So she could get new titties to win over Justin Timberlake or whatever the fuck, man. Such a lousy ass comedy, man. I'm sorry to Arthur, man. I'm sorry. I got like nothing to tank for this. I got nothing to tank for this. I just... The movie's still playing. It's just... I need to just take a break because nothing's being said that I'm laughing at. I just, the only thing I'm laughing... Well, other than Jason Segel, the only thing I'm laughing at is my stupidity is thinking that one girl was Molly Shannon. Which she's not. I like Little Orphan Annie. I cannot wait for this movie to be over, man. I really cannot wait. I cannot believe that... Okay, I'll be pissed off about something. I cannot believe that this film made $100 million. This film made $100 million? This film? How in the blue hell did this film make $100 million? That's what I want to know. I want to know how in the blue hell did this make $100 million? I mean, the same time it came out, Cars 2 was number 1, Green Lantern number 3, Super 8 number 4, Mr. Popper's Penguin was number 5, X-Men First Class number 6, Bridesmaids number 7, Hangover Part 2 number 8, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides number 9, Kung Fu Panda number 10. Wow, 2011 was a crappy year for movies, wasn't it? Mr. Popper's Penguins wasn't that great. I'd probably rather watch that than this. Hangover Part 2 sucked, and I liked the first one. Kung Fu Panda 2 was there, but now it's just the first. Bridesmaids, I think, is overrated. X-Men First Class is overrated. Cars 2, nobody liked. Down the list. Thor, I did like. Fast 5, I did like. Lincoln Lawyer, I did like. The Source Code, I did like. Limitless, I did like. So, okay, there's some films I liked. The Source Code, Limitless, The Lincoln Lawyer, Thor, Fast 5. So, there's a couple. But, man... Again, how... I mean, this made, I guess, $30 million in the opening weekend. And then, like, the next week, it stayed in... It got number 3. I mean, I guess other than Transformers Dark of the Moon coming out, it was like Larry Crown and Monte Carlo, so I guess there wasn't really a lot of competition for comedies, I guess. Maybe that's why. But still, like... Came out June 24th, it was debut number 2. By July 4th, 11 days after, still in number 4. Man. Yeah, I do find that, so, well, why does it... Like, I do find that, because I see films that, yes, they're a different genre, to be fair. Just other films I thought just much more entertaining, that offer much more in terms of excitement, or... I know I should be comparing it to other comedies, but still, I looked at Dread, I looked at Hardcore Henry. I haven't seen The Fall Guy, but from what I've heard, is actually a pretty decent film. Well, I think that film seemed like it just cost too much money for a property that no one really knew what The Fall Guy was. But I just think of other comedies throughout the years that, did not make $100 million. And think about it, this made $100 million. Who the hell remembers this movie? Who the hell remembers this film? I guess other than Arthur. If you like the film, that's cool, Arthur. But who talk about this film? Who mention this film? Who bring up this film? Nobody. You never hear a single person. Oh, there's Thomas Lennon, someone I like, from Reno 911. I'll listen to what he has to say. So here in the plot, she's trying to seduce Thomas Lennon because she needs to get to those exams, get the answers, and then help her class get the highest test scores and then win the money. I do like Thomas Lennon. That's the thing. I do like Thomas Lennon quite a bit. Again, I really enjoy Reno 911. That's a comedy I got a lot of laughs and fun out of. Got quite a kick out of that one. And let's see. He was in the third Harold and Kumar movie, which I thought that was cool to see. They brought back Reno 911 for a little bit. That was cool because I didn't like the last season they had before because they the last season they killed like a good chunk of people from the first 4 or so seasons. Then by the end of that season, they'll do this thing like, oh, see, like everyone dies, but then the next season they're fine. But then what's cool is that when they rebooted it, they brought back some of those terrorists they killed off. I don't know if they ever explained why, like how it worked in terms of the story. But I guess like they knew, hey, people actually want to see these folks, and sadly they didn't have a whole lot to do, but it was still nice to see them there. And the last, like the new, it was on a platform, Quibi or something. That it didn't last too long, and I actually liked it. I thought it was a nice little comeback for them for a little bit. It's just I think they were on the wrong platform because the platform was something was not going to last long at all. I mean at all. And let me check real quick. Alright. Put that up. Yeah, there was two. There was a season 7 and a season 8 on Quibi. Well, I guess technically 7 on Quibi and then 8 on the Roku channel. But then with the lack of advertising, people didn't really know they were even on. So it didn't really give much of a life on there. I guess if you want to watch them, they're on Paramount Plus. And actually, I just want to check real quick if it does say. No, I would have to look up if they mentioned how these guys survived and how they came back and stuff. But at least, I mean, it didn't end on like a seemingly sour note, so that was actually nice to see. So, of course, Cameron Diaz succeeded, or going to succeed in her goal. But yeah, Thomas Lennon, you see, he was in. Oh, yeah, he helped write Herbie Fully Loaded. He was one of the writers on The Pacifier, and he had a big part in that. Balls of Fury. He was a customer in Hot Tub Time Machine. Very big roles here and there. One of the more weirder ones is he starred in a Puppet Master movie, The Littlest Reich. And it's weird because, like, they did the film, and then they set up for a sequel because all of a sudden now his woman dies and the bad guy gets away, and then but Thomas Lennon's alive, then he's like a writer and he's like doing this convention thing, and it sets it up for a sequel that never happened. Which I thought was the strangest thing. He artist, that's what he was, a comic book artist. And someone's asked, well, whatever happened to that Toulon guy? He looks disturbed because of the one girl you died. And then I think there's a mid-credit scene, and then there's never a sequel. So I guess that film didn't do that well. I guess he's in that new Jerry Seinfeld film, Unfrosted. But sorry, I know I went on and on about that, but yeah, I always liked Thomas Lennon. He's a pretty good talent. Did a fun podcast where he was a guest on Tiger Billy, but What If Bobby Lee's podcast. And that was a pretty good episode. Because they seem like they know each other. They played off each other fairly well. So that was nice. So she put poison ivy on this apple. And because it's poison ivy, that means it's going to get on her face and it's not going to... Yeah, I don't blame you, kids. I mean, any woman that's going to talk to an apple like a telephone, blisters are probably a better fate for her. Maybe if you didn't talk to apples like the telephone, you'd be fine. Well, it's like she's partway in her transformation of Freddy Krueger. There's the 18-year-old college student. Who's this? What happened to that kid? Did he get the same apple? with the poison ivy, the kid on the left there. Sorry, Tommy-chan, I thought Chichimura was with you. And that cat back there, he must know I'm watching this. And I think he's trying to see his sympathies. It's alright, man. Thankfully, we only got like, oh god, we got 29 minutes left. Never mind, I thought we were almost over. We still got half an hour left. Oh, shut up, cat. It's one of these cats that, was like left when they were kitten and had no tail. Sally got a bit of an attitude and does stupid stuff like that. Sometimes, it is what it is with cats. What can you do? Hell you want, Pinhead? Nipplehead? Just do your work and shut up. Well, those blisters, they were fixed and cured right away. Went by quick. Well, it's still there on her face. I guess, did I not notice them in the previous scene? Wait, pause. Let's pause at 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 20 seconds. Pause. Let me go back to this. Was I just not noticing them? Stupid media player won't play. So I have to like close and start back again, then get back to where I was. 1 second. Yeah, when she was talking to the one guy, they get her into the desk. Okay, I can see it now. It's just that she was turned the other way and the hair was hiding the rest of it. Yeah, the way it's angled, I couldn't barely see anything. Alright. 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 21 seconds unpaused now. And this shot, like, it seems more apparent on the other side of her face. Like, it didn't seem like on the other side of her face we saw anything. Now it looks like she got, like, a bunch of mud on there. Maybe that's the point, is, like, getting worse, or she put stuff on it to try to fix it, to be fair. Maybe that's why she put on stuff to try to get it fixed. Here's the thing, though. I have no reason to feel sorry for Cameron Diaz's character. And it's still playing, but I'm just going to take a break because you say it's unfair what? I just don't care about this movie. But I have no reason to feel sorry for Cameron Diaz's character. So this whole thing was going on behind her back that they may find out about the scores and the cheating and all this other stuff. I'm like, good. If she got into jail, good. If she went to jail, got fired, good. Then we would win as an audience. She deserves to lose. She deserves to go to jail. What reasons do we have to like this character? What reasons do we have to root for this character? None. And we're, 25 minutes in. Oh, I think it's like dry humping, yeah. Yeah, we have no reason to care. With Bad Santa, we actually cared. Because there are moments that you see how disheveled he is, how depressed he is. People keep reminding him how you used to be such a great at your job, used to be a contender, used to be this, this, and this. So you feel a little bit of that sympathy and over the hill and all that stuff. But I'm sitting there going, I just, great. Justin Timberlake and Cameron Diaz are dry humping. Oh, it's funny because he's saying stuff he doesn't usually say, and I don't care. You done? You finished? Was it great? Yeah, absolutely amazing. It, yeah, Jason Segel is like the only guy I really give an iota of crap about in this movie. An iota of crap. Because I don't care about this lady. She's too much of a pain in the ass annoyance. I don't care about Cameron Diaz's character because I don't think she's as funny as the movie thinks it is. She's just an Amber Heard wannabe. Talk about in real life. Amber Heard. None of the characters she played. I don't care about the kids. Okay, you have the kid who's Mr. Two Shoes. You have the kid who's shy. The kids aren't bad actors, but I just don't care about them. I don't. I mean, there's been many other movies about kids that, from Kindergarten Cop to various other stuff. Don't care about. Don't. Yeah, kid, you're gonna fall flat on your face. And it's just like hard for me to buy into like Cameron Diaz's character changing her ways. I just don't really see much of other humanity into her. Like, maybe there's stories about her past that I missed. Displaying her behavior, all that other stuff. But that girl to the left of him seems to be into the story. I just the right of him, but to us on the left. Well, now she's laughing. But it seemed like before that she was really into the story. Ray's running to the Amish. Maybe we'll find Harrison Ford there. Be a witness. So I guess that's the whole point is that when she mentions that girl's superficial and her priorities are messed up, maybe it'd be her like learning what kind of person she is. So she gave him her bra, then told everybody he got jerked off, so you don't get detention. He pulled out the bra, and now he's swinging it like a sword or a nunchuck, and the other kids are impressed. I don't know why that reminds me like back to the day you had 16 Candles where it was different circumstances, but Molly Ringwald gives Anthony Michael Hall the pair of panties or whatever. Again, how did this film make I don't even think. Did Bad Santa. You know another thing? How much did Bad Santa make? Mysterious. Even Bad Santa didn't make that much money. Like, Bad Santa made $60 million. Had about the same budget, but that made $60 million. Granted, still a lot for a movie that cost $20 million, but like, Bad Santa made $60 million, but this makes $100 million. No, Bad Santa 2. Bad Santa 2 sucks. Talk about the first Bad Santa. $60 million, and this made $100 million. Hell if I know. Okay, so this is what's going to lead to Thomas Lennon having to do whatever Cameron Diaz says. So that's the second laugh, and that's from Thomas Lennon. Just Thomas Lennon's teaching the bike, and this guy's teaching the car. So that was kind of funny. So here's photos of him being drunk and naked doing sorts of things. And this is where he's going to help her out, because he got blackmailed. So he had to admit he's a casual drug user. Here's the thing though, like, as I'm watching this, right? As I'm watching this ending, I'm like, I don't want her to win. That's what it is. I don't want this lady to win. I do not want Cameron Diaz's character to win. By the way, what happened to the other character? The one who I thought was Molly Sham with fat, makeup, but not. Completely wrong on that. Where did she disappear to? But it's like, I don't care about her winning. I don't care that I don't want her. I don't want her to get away with it. She deserves to lose. She deserves to get jail. I mean, I don't care about the other one. Like you both could go to jail for different reasons, the same reasons, whatever reasons. I don't care, but you both deserve jail time to me. I don't like either one of you. Both of you can suck it, for all I care. Both of you can suck it. Be my guest. Dress different dogs, but that's the thing. The deaths were switched and stuff. And here's the thing, like deep down, Miss Squirrel is the good guy. Like she's technically not a bad person. She's trying to get this evil person out of the school system. It's just that she comes off as so annoying that you're fine with her getting her just desserts. But at the same time, it's like I already said it, man. Yeah, I apologize, Arthur. This is probably the worst commentary out there, but I just so much of this film, I don't know what to say, man. Nice pants, that lady. Nice pants. So now she's not into Justin Timberlake anymore. I'm sorry, I don't really buy her turn. I don't. It's like, it's done because it's gotta happen, not because I buy into it and believe it. Like I said, Jason Segel. I'll give it to Jason Segel, man. He's trying. He tried, man, for this. I mean, Jason Segel tried, but Cameron Diaz. Like I said, I don't know if it was just maybe a different actress, or just the writing, or just this director. Idea the same guy that direct those two, the Rock Jumanji films. I don't know, man. Well, there's her friend. Kind of just want this to be over already. Yeah, can this just be over already, huh? Can we just move along from this movie now? Again, Jason Segel, give credit to. Justin Timberlake, I don't know if he was really the right guy to cast in this. Cameron Diaz, maybe it's not her, maybe it's just the script. Maybe it's hard to not compare to Bad Santa and how that film is just so much funnier, sincerely funnier than this movie. And now she's a guidance counselor. Gotta help him. Gotta help the people. Oh my god. Gotta help them all. Thank God that's over. No, it didn't make 100 million in the U.S. It made another 116 million worldwide. 260 million worldwide. Somehow, for this movie. The handful of chuckles was from Jason Segel and maybe Thomas Lennon. Everything else, not really. So, God. Go figure. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. I'm sorry, Arthur. I'm sure this would be a lousy commentary, but I could be yelling and screaming and cursing. But it's not that I think it's the worst movie ever or anything. It's just, like I said, I didn't think the movie was funny. It just reminded me of gags or scenarios or tidbits that I found funnier in Bad Santa. Cameron Diaz is there, but her character was not charismatic and being surly and grumpy like Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon, and Grumpy Old Men, or again Billy Bob Thornton and Bad Santa. Didn't care about her character. Didn't care about her motivation. Then by her transition to now she learned her ways and she's helping kids. I didn't buy into that. The supporting, other than Jason Segel, support Thomas Lennon, I don't think the supporting cast is memorable as a variety of other movies. That squirrel lady character just found obnoxious, as you're supposed to, but still to a point that I just don't want to watch anymore. Overall, yes, just not a fan. Not a fan. Not for me. So with that said, thanks for watching, people. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.